Deep in the heart of Nigeria lived a great king who had 3 daughters from different mothers. Princess Adiola was as calm and flowing as the rivers, with a gorilla named Uzoma as her guard. Princess Folak was as fierce and proud as an eagle, protected by an eagle named Ope. And Princess Jumoke was clever and mystical like a dragon, accompanied by a dragon named Ayo. Though born on the same day, no one knew which princess was the eldest. After their father, the king, suddenly died, a dispute arose over who should rule the kingdom. According to tradition, the firstborn child would be crowned. But with no clear eldest, the princesses set out on a quest to recover their father's lost treasure, as retrieving it would prove them worthy to be queen. The 3 princesses stood before their father's advisor, Baba Lukman. To find the treasure, you must journey across the kingdom to the faraway mountains, said Baba Lukman. The journey will test your courage, strength, and integrity. The first to return with the treasure shall be our new queen. Eager to prove themselves, the sisters set off on different routes. Princess Adiola took the river paths with Uzoma the gorilla. She hoped her calmness and connection with water would give her an advantage. Princess Folak soared high in the sky with Ope the eagle, determined that her speed and fearlessness would bring her victory. And mystical Princess Jumoke took more secretive ways with Ayo the dragon, trusting that her cleverness would win the crown. Princess Adiola followed the winding rivers, her feet splashing gently through the water. Seeing some young children fishing on the banks, she stopped to bless their nets so they would catch many fish. When she came across a village suffering floods from heavy rains, she guided the excess water back into the riverbeds. The grateful villagers told her of a quick route to the mountains, and she continued on with light feet. High above in the open skies, Princess Folake relied on Ope, the eagle's sharp sight, to spot dangers and opportunities below. When they saw a thick forest at the foot of the mountains, Folake felt eager to blaze the most direct trail through the trees. But Ope's wise eyes caught a glimpse of something that made him screech, "No!" He spied a massive python sleeping in their path that could swallow Folake whole. Veering sharply upwards, they circled high above the slithering danger below until they emerged safely on the other side. Meanwhile, mystical Princess Jumoke wound her silent way along the little-used trails with Ayo the dragon. Avoiding villages and people, the pair tunneled through hills when needed, the dragon's fiery breath clearing their way. Late one night, they came to a still lagoon that blocked their path. Princess Jumoke suddenly sensed dangerous creatures lurking beneath the placid surface. Trusting her instincts, she whispered words of power over the water, creating a safe passage. Invisible things snarled beneath them as they passed over, but the creatures did not attack. The first to reach the mist-veiled faraway mountains was clever Princess Jumoke on Ayo the dragon. But as she searched for the treasure cave, a terrible roar rang out. An enormous lion sprang, baring its fangs. The dragon blasted fire to protect the princess. Still, the fierce lion charged again, its claws slashing Ayo's side, wounding the brave dragon. Princess Jumoke cried out, throwing herself in front of her injured friend. The lion fell back at her courage, and Princess Jumoke raised her hands, repairing Ayo's wounds with her power. Grateful for the princess's act of love for her companion, the lion showed her the treasure's hidden cave. Soaring high overhead on Ope the eagle, Princess Folake spotted her sister's red robes entering the treasure cave. With an eager cry, she dove down to claim the crown at last. But she saw with horror that her sister lay pale and unmoving beside her wounded dragon, the treasure just out of reach. All of Folak's ambition burned away, and she leapt to her sister's side, gathering healing plants to revive her. When Jumoke's eyes opened, the sisters embraced warmly. They then carried the heavy treasure box out together, the lion and eagle guardians following behind like old friends. Down below, Princess Adiola heard a deafening rumble as rocks collapsed, blocking the river and threatening to flood a poor farming village. Leaping into action with Uzoma the gorilla, she held back the rising waters with all her strength until the villagers were safe. Then she sent Uzoma to climb the canyon walls and push boulders out of the way until the river ran smoothly again. The grateful people showed her a secret stair that led directly up into the mountains. Princess Adiola arrived to find her sisters already there, the treasure laying between them. The three princesses stared in surprise, then broke into joyful laughter. Folklore admitted that Adiola's generous heart made her most worthy of ruling. But Adiola praised mystical Jumok's act of courage, and Jumok credited Folklore for her selfless aid when it mattered most. Baba Lukman, the advisor, appeared and nodded with satisfaction. "My queens, all three of you showed courage, strength, and integrity on this quest, and more importantly, love for both your companions and people. Therefore, you shall rule the kingdom together in harmony." The people of the kingdom rejoiced to be thrice blessed with wise and loving queens, and the three sisters and their loyal guardians ruled long and well together.